Good morning, children. We are here at the last session for UPSC in the examination. And my dear children, tomorrow you are going to appear. And remember, it's a very crucial step in your life. You are going to appear for professional examination. And this is going to be an important step in your life. So now today we are going to discuss a question paper of UPSC. So let's go ahead with GAT English question paper. And part A is of English section in General Ability Test of the UPSC examination. So let's go ahead with this General Ability Test for English. At first, we have the questions on spotting the errors. So, number of questions are there. There are totally 10 questions on spotting the errors. So, here let's go in detail now. In this section, a number of sentences are given. You are familiar with that. The sentences are underlined in 3 separate parts. Each one is labeled A, B, C. We'll just glance through this. Read each sentence to find out whether there is an error in any underlined part. So find out an error in any underlined part. No sentence has more than one error. When you find an error in any one of the underlined parts, A, B, C, indicate your responses on the answer sheet. So you have to find out whether there is an error in A, B or C. If there is no error, then D will be the right answer. You got it now? So let's go ahead with this. But remember that the errors are either in grammar, word usage or idioms. There may be a word missing or there may be a word which should be removed. Okay, you are not required to correct the error. So let's go ahead with this question. You have to find out the error. First one. None of the applicants have turned up for the interview on time. No error. Now here, the error is in A. The error is in A. Why the error is in A? None of the applicants have. What should be there? Had should be there. Now it doesn't depend upon applicants, but it depends upon the real subject. No one, not even one. So no one. So no one, you should have singular one. None of the applicants has turned up. It should be none of the applicants has turned up. Let's go to the second one. So you got it now. A is the answer. Second one. Her mother did not reply when I asked her why was she weeping. Why was she weeping? Now let's see here. Her mother did not reply when I asked her why. Now here why is used as a relative pronoun. When is also a relative pronoun and why is also a relative pronoun. Now after when I asked her, there is no problem. There is a statement. After why also, because it's a relative pronoun. It's not a question word. So what should be there? There should be a statement. So after why, subject should be there. What is subject? She. So why she was weeping. So answer is C. Remember, when question word is used as a relative conjunction, then in that case what should be used? Statement is to be used. You got it now? So let's go ahead with next one now. The oxygen contained of Mars is not sufficient enough to support life as we know it. The oxygen content of Mars is not sufficient enough. Sufficient enough. Both have got similar meanings. Sufficient enough. So only one is enough. So that's why sufficient is enough. The oxygen content of Mars is not sufficient to support life as we know it. So the error is in where? In B. So let's go ahead with some more questions now. Spotting the errors. So already we have seen 3. Now let's go to the 4th one now. Shall we? Yes, let's go to the 4th one. He told his friends that each of them should be able to carry out the orders oneself. He told his friends that each of them, now each of them should be able to carry out the orders oneself. Now oneself, that's a replacive pronoun, and there is something wrong with that. Oneself will come only when one is there as a pronoun. But here one is not there. Then there is something wrong with oneself. What should be there? Each of them, one. So you can write himself or herself. He told his friends that each of them should be able to carry out the orders himself. So C is the right answer. Let's go to the next one, fifth one. If the police would have booked, yes, if the police would have worked in time, the raid would not have occurred, no error. Remember, if it's a if condition, would have, will not use that. So we will not use that, and therefore A is the right answer. If the police had worked, riot would not have occurred. So therefore, what should come there? Had worked. If the police had worked. So answer is A. Let's go to the sixth one. The flag is risen in the morning and taken down at night by the guards. The flag is raised in the morning. It should be raised in the morning. Sun rises, but flag is raised in the morning. So A is the answer there. I have seen him going to the theatre with his friends yesterday evening. Remember the rule. Yesterday when it is given, yesterday evening. If it is given, it should be in simple past tense. It should be in simple past tense. So what should be the answer there? I saw him. You can't use present perfect tense. You have to make sentence like this. I saw him. So A is the answer. He was charged of murder, though the evidence did everything to convince the judge of his innocence. He was charged with murder. He was accused of murder, but he was charged with murder. So what preposition should come? In the case of spotting errors, usually the mistakes may be there in the case of a preposition. At least one or two you will find that. So very important. So he was charged with murder. So let's go to the next one now. Neither he nor his brother is a good student, but both are good players. No error. Neither he nor his brother. Well, here no error. Okay, it's quite clear. No error there. Neither he nor his brother is a good student. So no error. Let's go to the next one. Last one. He has taken charge as principal of our college 3 years ago. So similar question yesterday evening. 3 years ago, definite past in the case of that. 3 years ago, yesterday evening, whenever it is given, then you be sure that, and therefore simple past tense. So he took charge. He took charge. I saw him going to the theatre with his friends yesterday evening. He took charge as principal of our college 3 years ago. Okay, let's move on to the next one now. Now here it's a synonyms you have to find out. Okay, you are familiar with the question. Each of the following items consists of a sentence followed by 4 words. So select the synonym. You have to find out the synonym of the word or words. Okay, momentous. Momentous is very great, changes. So here enormous. So momentous, enormous. Now his condition deteriorated. So day by day deteriorated. Now you will get confused with went bad and grew worse. So it's becoming worse day by day. So grew worse would be more appropriate. Even went bad is correct, but more appropriate. You have to find out the most suited. So deteriorated, grew worse. She is pretty insipid girl, young lady. Insipid. Insipid, dull. Dull will be the right answer. It is a difficulty or scarcity of a thing that it makes it precious. It is a difficulty or scarcity. Now scarcity, contextual meaning, just see here, poverty, absence, insufficiency, lacking that. Insufficient, not sufficient enough. Scarcity, insufficiency. Let's go to the adversity. We should not allow adversity. So adversity is difficult times, difficulties. So time of trouble will be the meaning of that. So adversity, time of trouble. Let's go to the 16th one now. He's obliging by nature. Obliging, so helpful, very helpful by nature. She thought that running into her old friend was a stroke of fate. Running into, coming across. So meeting by chance here, meeting by chance. He was a charismatic leader, very fascinating leader, very attractive. So exceptionally fascinating, mesmerizing. So charismatic leader, fascinating, exceptionally fascinating. The way he speaks. Okay, so charismatic, exceptionally fascinating. Let's go to the engrossed. She was completely engrossed in her work. So completely engrossed means what? Completely involved. So involved here, which one is there? Absorbed. So absorbed would be the right answer. He is indefatigable worker. Indefatigable worker. Indefatigable, never gets tired. Tireless. So tireless worker, indefatigable worker. So let's go to the now antonyms. Okay, shall we go to the antonyms now? Let's go. Each of the following items consists of a sentence followed by 4 words. Select the antonym. Antonym, opposite words. So you have to select the opposite words. So let's go to the 21st one. Okay, let's see here. A small altercation between the children started off a riot. Now what there was altercation. There was no argument. Now here friendly discussion would be the opposite word of altercation. He agreed reluctantly to sign the form but looked ill at ease, totally uncomfortable, ill at ease. He was not comfortable there, uncomfortable. So here comfortable would be the right answer, comfortable. My mother has been working hard for the last 2 weeks and she feels run down. She feels totally tired. So she feels tired, run down, no energy. Energetic would be the right answer. Yes. Let's go to the 24th one. The 3 states signed a pact to have. The 3 states signed a pact to have collective economy. Collective economy. Now collective. Individual would be the opposite word. Very simple. All these whatever that are there. Don't worry. There are many questions which will be quite simple. But don't get confused. He was deeply hurt by a curt reply, very rude reply. Now, if it's rude, what will be the opposite of that? Now, expansive, very friendly. So that will be the opposite of curt. Right, because here they have asked not the synonyms, they have asked the antonyms. So, your answer has to be not rude. Rude is a synonym. So, expansive, that will be the opposite of curt. The words appear to be quite simple, but you have to find out the right answer. He was asked to accelerate the pace of work, increase the pace of work. So, what will be the opposite of slacken? Slacken will be the opposite of that. Okay, slacken. Now, the child was abducted, kidnapped. So, here kidnapped when he was going to school. So set free. So set free will be the opposite of that. The baby has a very delicate body. Very delicate body. So if it's a delicate body, not very soft body, then what will be the opposite? Strong will be the opposite of that, isn't it? Strong will be the opposite of delicate. The government has enhanced the tuition fees in schools and colleges. Enhanced, increased. So the opposite of increased will be decreased. He aims at perfection in whatever job he undertakes. So perfection, everything is perfect there, and here everything is perfect. So something there is perfection, and then something is wrong there. So the most appropriate will be he aims at perfection. And if so, you will be confused with 2, that is immaturity or deficiency. And out of these 2, deficiency, that will be the most appropriate. Okay, let's go ahead with the next one now, 31st. Now here in the case of this, see here in the following sentence, some parts of the sentences have been jumbled up. You are required to rearrange these parts which are labeled PQRS. To produce the correct sentence, choose the proper sequence and mark in your answer sheet accordingly. He had no to him such a winning smile that I could not say. He had such a winning smile that I could not say no to him. So what will the answer? He had. Look for the subject there. He had such a winning smile. PR. That I could not say. PRSQ. Where is the answer? D is the answer. So answer is D. PRSQ. Right? Now let's go to the next one now. Similar way he tried. He nodded or he understood. Start with that. He nodded as though he understood everything. So easy. He nodded as though he understood everything. PRQS. Is it there? That option is PRQS? Yes. That option is there. So the answer is A. Yes, answer is A. PRQS. Let's go to the next one now. The child burned down the house by playing with matches. The child burned down the house by playing with matches. PQRS. But PQRS, that option? No, that option is not there. If that option is not there, the child burned down the house by playing with matches. It appears quite correct. But that option is not there. If that option is not there, let's try some other way. By playing with matches, the child burned down the house. RSPQ is there. RSPQ, that's A. That's correct. RSPQ, that will be the only option left with us. So A is the answer there, RSPQ. Otherwise PQRS would have been there, but PQRS is not there. RSPQ is there, that is the right answer. So answer is A in the case of 33rd. Let's go to 34th one. In his innocence, I believed of the charge and acquittal. I believed in his innocence and acquittal of the charge. I believed in his innocence and acquittal of the charge. So QPRS, is it there? QPRS, QPSR is there. I believed in his innocence and acquittal of the charge. That's right. It is QPSR. It is QPSR and that's B. QPSR. QPSR, that's B. Right. Right. Now let's go to the next one now. My little sister in school instead of reading books. So let's see here. My little sister. So it is starting with my little sister. My little sister, then after that what? Usually this kind of phrase will come. Who was quite intelligent. So who was quite intelligent if it is there? Be sure. My little sister was quite intelligent. Played with dolls in school instead of reading books. Is it correct? Let's see. RSPQ. RSPQ is there? RSPQ. Yes, B. B will be the right answer. B. My little sister was quite intelligent. So I am giving you clues. Use those clues and you will definitely score well. Okay, boys, let's go to the 36th one. Are you ready? Very easy one. You can score very well. Okay, for having stood first last year at the BA examination. Now you see here, you have to start with he was awarded gold medal. Start with that. He was awarded gold medal. He was awarded gold medal for having stood first at the BA examination last year. Think about the sentence, how it should be framed. So it will be, he was awarded gold medals. Yes, be sure of yes. Yes, he was awarded gold medal for having. Yes, P. Is it there? Yes, P? Yes, PRQ. Right. Answer is B. Yes, PRQ. Let's go to the next one. Very easy. You can score very well. Be confident, my children. Be confident. You can score very well. You will do very well. We are proud that. Now we are proud that who is, it will not come there. We are proud that. I think it's a bit confusing. We are proud that our mayor, who is presiding over today's function, is a former student of this college. Our mayor, okay. Now here we are proud that our mayor, right? Our mayor who is presiding over today's function as our chief guest is, right. We are proud that our mayor, so sometimes, you have to think over it. It is not that all they are quite easy. Okay, it will be very confusing, not only to you, you too. It is very confusing to others also, and it will be confusing even to me. I have to think over it. You have to think over it, and then you have to answer. We are proud that our mayor, who is presiding over today's function, is a former student of this college. Our mayor, who is presiding over today's function as our chief guest, is a former. Alright. It should be like that. We are proud that our mayor, who is presiding over today's function as our chief guest. So PR will be the last one. So QSPR. That's a D. That's D. And let's go to 38th one. Let's not spend more time now. At the end of the morning exercise. That's the beginning. At the end of the morning exercise, the soldiers were asked to get ready to leave for an unknown destination. Very easy. The soldiers were asked PRSQ. The soldiers were asked to get ready to leave for PRQ. Yes, that's a D. PRQS, that's D. Right? Let's go to the next one now. After having got up from bed, the magistrate ordered the attendant to bring coffee immediately. Very simple. PRQS. Sometimes you don't have to think much. PRQS. That's D. Very easy. Very easily you can do it. Sometimes they are very easy. You don't have to think even. Now let's go to the next one. Let's start with it is easier. It is easier. Really, it is easier. It is easier to talk about a problem than to resolve it. So easy. RSPQ. It is easier to talk about a problem than to resolve. RSQP. That's a D. RSQP. Okay, let's go to the 41st one. To my client that it is important that it is important that I speak to my client immediately. So let's see here. Where is SQ? Where is SQ? Just try. SQPR. SQPR. Where is it? It's a B. That's right. So let's go to the last one. I'm quite sure you will score very well in this. Little bit logic. Everything is there in front of you. Begin with subject. You had better. Here, no question of subject here. You had better work hard. You had better work hard. What will come there? After that, verb should be there. You had better work hard. So that we'll be sure of getting a good response. SQRP. So that you had better work hard. So that we will be sure. SQRP. Yes, that's a B. And right. Now let's go to the 43rd one. Passage 1. So less time. Don't worry. We'll try to complete this. There was a farewell ceremony, first passage, on a last day at school to which my parents and I were invited. It was a touching ceremony in a solemn kind of way. So, farewell ceremony. The city corporation sent a representative, and so did the two main political parties. So there were many speeches, and my grandmother was garlanded by a girl from every class. Grandmother. Let's see here. Then the head girl, a particular favorite of hers, unveiled the farewell present the girls had bought for her by subscription. Don't read blindly. Think over it when you are reading it. It was a large marble model of the Taj Mahal. It had a bulb inside and could be lit up like a table lamp. My grandmother made a speech. So grandmother is talking about. But she couldn't finish it properly, for she began to cry before she got to the end of it. And to stop to wipe away her tears. Who was crying? Grandmother. I turned away when she began dabbling at her eyes with a huge green handkerchief, and discovered to my surprise that many of the girls sitting around me were wiping their two eyes too. So grandmother was delivering speech. Girls, all those who were there, audience, they were all crying. I was very jealous, I remember. I had always taken it for granted that it was my own special right to love her. To whom? Grandmother. I did not know how to cope with the discovery that my right had been infringed by a whole school. Let's go to the questions now. The farewell ceremony described in the passage is from very simple. Author's mother? No. Mother of head girl? No. Grandmother of head girl no longer teaching at her school? Let's see. Grandmother of the author who used to teach at his school, her school. probably here somebody who is telling about grandmother of the author, because head girl already the author is talking about. So grandmother of the author, that will be the right answer. D is the right answer. The farewell ceremony made everyone feel. So feel what? Sad, unhappy, happy, bad, sad. They were all crying. Before the writer attended the economy, he or she had thought. Before the writer attended the ceremony, not economy, sorry, ceremony, or let's say was the only child who loved his grandmother. All the girls in the school loved. Only a few girls in the school loved. Answer, he was the only or she was the only child who loved his grandfather. The writer, so she had thought that she was the only child who had loved her grandmother. Okay, he or she, whatever is that is it. So A is the right answer. So let's go to the second passage now. So second passage, be ready now because time is less. It is no doubt true that we cannot go through life without sorrow. There can be no sunshine without shadow. We must not complain that roses have thorns, but rather be grateful that thorns bear flowers. I'm a bit fast. Don't read fast. Read slowly. Our existence here is so complex that we must expect much sorrow and suffering. Yet it is certain that no man was ever discontented with the world. So everybody, they are discontented sometimes with who did his duty in it. The world is like a looking glass. If you smile, it smiles. If you frown, it frowns back. Always try then to look at the bright side of things. I have purposely selected this question paper because how optimistic viewpoint. Look at the bright side of life. I'm quite sure everybody will do well. There are some persons whose very presence seems like a ray of sunshine and brightens the whole room. Life has been described as a comedy to those who think and a tragedy to those who feel. If you think you can do it well, definitely you will do well. If you think you can't do well, surely you will not do well. So be sure you will do well. So let's go to the questions of this passage. The author says that we cannot go through life without sorrow because it is our fate. We are always discontented. Life is a tragedy. Human life is very complex. It's quite clear. Human life is very complex. It is given here in the third line. Our existence is so complex. And that's why we cannot go through life without sorrow. Because it's quite complex. So many times, so many bad experiences we are going to have. So don't have to worry. According to the author, no man can be discontented with the world if he is determined to be happy, is sincere in discharging his duties. Yes, if he is sincere in discharging his duties. So no man can be discontented. If you are doing your duty, forget about everything else. So no man can be discontented, and that you can infer here. Yes, it is certain that no man was ever discontented with the world who did his duty in it. So if you have done your duty, you don't have to bother about anything else. So let's go to the 48th one. The expression life is a tragedy to those who feel means that it is a tragedy to those who think about the world, believe in fate. And let's hear, do not understand the world, are sensitive and emotional. A tragedy, those who feel for it. So those who are sensitive and emotional, probably those who feel for it, they are the ones who feel that it's a tragic. So you need not be emotional all the time. Look at the brighter side. So let's go to the 49th one. The author says, there are some persons whose very presence seems like a ray of sunshine and brightens the whole room. The reason for this is that they have a capacity to love. They talk more of roses and less of thorns, are happy, and they are the ones who spread happiness. So 49th one. So what will be the right answer there? Those who are happy, they are the ones who spread happiness. So 49th one will be the right answer here. C will be the right answer here. There are some persons whose very presence seems like a ray of sunshine. When they are happy, they brighten the whole room, they spread their happiness. What is the author's message in this passage? And it's quite clear that author's message is. Look at the bright side of things. Our existence is complex. If our existence is complex, you need not worry about that. The world is a looking glass. Expect much sorrow and suffering. If you expect much sorrow and suffering, you will only become pessimistic. Only you will build up negativity. Look at the bright side of things. Become optimistic. And that is what the author says. Go through the passage again and again and become optimistic. I am quite sure you will do well in this examination. All the best. Goodbye. Come back with a smile. Thank you.